everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host, Jennifer. Wow. Okay, before I get started, my face is breaking out. So please, no comments on why my face is looking like it does. My face is a reaction to my hands, because my hands are still dry, peely, burning, itching, all that grossness. I have to apply cream and medicine on them 100 times a day just to function. And I touch my face, which caused my face to break out because of the grease that's in my hands. So I'm breaking out, okay? Get that out of the way, because whenever I have a pimple or something, somebody always says something. Now, it is Monday. I have been crazy busy crocheting. I have not knit anything in well over a week. I started a washcloth, guys. That was 2 weeks ago. I'm like this far into the washcloth knitting it. Knitting takes me a lot longer. So right now I'm trying to focus on Christmas gifts. And yeah, I got a lot done. So I want to say this right off the bat. If my little sister is watching this, please turn the video off, or you're going to ruin your Christmas gift. Turn it off. No, turn it off. All right. No, we got that out of the way. I'm going to start with, I think, the smallest thing that I worked on. I made this little mushroom for the tutorial on Thursday. Worked very hard. He's so cute. I'm so happy that he's done. I was requested to make him because I made a couple of these and a lot of people liked it. So I made this for the tutorial. So this is something that I made in this past, I actually made this on Thursday or Wednesday. I made this on Wednesday while I was filming the tutorial. It took me about 2.5 hours to make him from start to finish. And he is adorable. And I don't know if he's getting spots or not, but isn't he cute? So I made that. And then, you guys remember, I got the kit. There's a lot of stuff on my desk. A lot. I've been busy. I got the kit from Maxim, the knit kit with this baby blanket. And I was not a fan of this yarn, but I said I was going to make the best of it. Now, I had plans for this yarn. You can see, this white here, I have some of that left over, is going to go to some Santa hats and elf hats for like the brim. I'm going to make a really furry, fuzzy brim. So that yarn is all going to be used up pretty soon, but look at this guy. He doesn't have his facial features yet, but it's a big giant bumblebee. And this yarn right here is it's from Premier. It is a long discontinued yarn that I have a big stash of because I absolutely love this yarn. It is called Gelato, and it is rainbow, and it's got all this fuzziness on it. And it's getting fuzz on my nose. Isn't he gonna be the cutest bumblebee ever? Look how big he is. So that used up, I think his face used up two balls of the white, and then I used up all of the green except this much, and then that's what's left over from the gray, and I have 2 more balls of the gray left over. Isn't he the cutest little limey bee in the whole world? I can't wait. I'm going to crochet him some eyes, because I learned how to crochet eyes this week. All right, now, I told you, I've been going crazy. I was talking to my sister. We were video chatting, and she was crocheting with this colored cotton. She was making ear savers because her work, she sells them at her work for like very cheap. And she also makes hair nets, my pattern. And she was working with that yarn, and she was working with white with it. And I was like, ooh, that would be really pretty. I need a new hand towel for my downstairs bathroom because I had my pumpkin one up there and it desperately needed to be washed, and it's not Halloween anymore. So I wanted a winter Christmas themed. So I made this hand towel. This is all one piece with the exception of the snowflake. The snowflake was a tutorial pattern on YouTube, and this is the cotton glitz yarn from Premier that has been discontinued. I have like a stash of it, and this is just the Premier Home Cotton, the small skeins. I think this is the Aqua Splash, and up here sparkly too. So I made a beautiful hand towel for my downstairs bathroom. Mr. Cinnamon's interrupting. Didn't even say hi to you guys. He's so rude. So this is for my downstairs bathroom. And the way that I make these towels is so easy. I just pick whatever. Now, I'll show you the back. Because I made this part flat with just single crochets with the intention of the snowflake being this big. I didn't realize the snowflake was going to be giant. And then this is, I don't remember what stitch I used. I think it's double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, and then the next row you put the single on top of the double and the double on top of the single, and you get this really pretty pattern. I think that's what I used. And then you just make like a square or a rectangle. I think this one I wanted a little bit wider. So I think it's a starting chain of like 35, I think, but you can do less, you can do more, make it a bigger or smaller towel. And then when I do the part that closes up here, just do every 2 stitches do together. So 2 double crochet together, 2 double crochet together, 2 double crochet together, all the way across. Then do the same in the next row, same in the next row, till you have about 5 stitches up here, and then just do a length of however long to fit over your towel bar or your oven rack or whatever, and then put a button. And I didn't even make a buttonhole. That's just the button is in between the double crochet stitches. This is such an easy pattern. So I made that. Now that I showed you guys, I can actually put it in the bathroom. And then I finished this. This is a Christmas gift for my little sister. And I showed you guys the last budget shawl I made for my daughter, which is still on my desk. Needs to be put away. I made one for my little sister. It is giant, and it's in her favorite colors, blues and greens. Ta-da! It is massive. It's not as big as mine because she's significantly smaller than me, but yeah, I did. This yarn here is the new Craft Smart from Michaels, the really big skeins. So I used 2 of those. I used blue, and then the other skein is the blue with the green mixed together, so it's a variegated. So I just held those 2 together. And then I was getting bored of it being all one color, so I switched it out, and I did, this is a Premier Candy Shop mixed in with the light blue, just the regular aqua. And then I went back to the same color here. And then this is a totally different color Candy Shop cake. Just to add some color and some excitement to that. I think she's going to love this. I mean, she knows how to crochet now, so she doesn't really need me to make her anything, but she doesn't have a big giant shawl. And this is going to be perfect for when they're here. I fully plan on, if the weather is good enough, having a fire and sitting in the backyard, and that will be perfect. She will have that. And then when she goes home, she lives in a cold environment, so she gets to go home and cuddle up on her couch or whatever she wants. And then, you guys, I've been crazy busy this week. Crazy. I have just been crocheting my fingers to the bones. You guys remember this Mary Maxim kit? I used up all the yarn. I used it up. This is not for anybody in particular, but I wanted to use the yarn. I wanted to give the yarn a fair shot. If you recall, this was the Spinella yarn from Lion Brand and the alpaca yarn from Gina. This is what I have left for scraps because I made a whole stack of hats. I made this one, and I did just a double crochet hat, and then I did just straight fur on the brim for I don't know, decoration. And then I did this one, which is a totally different hat pattern. And I held the spinella yarn together and crocheted that together with the alpaca so that it was like still furry. Let me show you what this one looks like. My hair is really like messed up today, so don't. So that's the back of the hat. That's the back. That's what this one looks like. Just a cute little beanie with the furriness. I'll show you the purple one. Purple. And then I went full Grover. And this is the whole hat is holding the spinella together with the alpaca. And then I did a front post, back post brim. Full Grover. I love this hat. I think it's cute. I'm not keeping any of these hats. I don't have any intention of keeping any of these hats. Let me pull my hair back up because it's a mess today. So I used that kit. I used the other kit, the knit kit. I feel like I got good uses out of both of the kits, even though I was not happy with either one of them. I got good use out of it. 3 hats and scraps. And I have enough of the spinella to do at least 3 more hats. Either this style or this style. At least. So the alpaca sticks to my fingers really bad because they're so dry. Didn't care for that. The spinella, did not like working with it on its own. It's pretty, but I did not like, it's really hard to see and really hard. Held together with another yarn, way easier. Now, it may be totally different if I knitted with that, but I feel like I accomplished something because I used both of the kits this month. I feel good about myself. And then, last but not least, I will also tell you this. The Mary Maxim Afghan kit that they gifted me a while back, the pattern from MJ's Off the Hook, MJ's on the Hook, Off the Hook. I started that for little man and it is coming out so cute, and I will of course show you that when I am finished. It will be within the next week because I am like blowing through that. Then I also wanted to show you this. This is the kit that Hirschner sent me in the Gnome for the Holidays kit. My bag ripped already. A big old hole in there. I made some fish. Now, I'm going to take these out because I'm so excited about these. This is going to be Christmas gifts for the littles in my life, the little kids. I made an entire aquarium full. Actually, one of them does not have his eyeballs yet, so that one's not finished. I was working on this one when I took my daughter to the dentist, and I didn't get a chance to put his eyeball on, so this one's not complete yet, but I actually got a compliment. One of the ladies coming out of the dentist office, I was in the car working on this while my daughter was in the back getting her teeth cleaned, and she leaned over, she goes, "Those colors are so pretty together." Not pretty. Now, I will say this, because I had questions about this glitter yarn, this Scrubby yarn. I like working with it. I know a lot of you are not going to like this yarn. It is a very typical Scrubby yarn. It is not as scrubby and like, it's soft for a Scrubby yarn. It's not like rough and abrasive, so it's perfect for little kids. I really love this kit so much. I made a bunch of these fish. Isn't this cute? The pattern calls for the eyeballs on both sides, but I was not. That's tedious to me, so I just did the eyeball on one side. Because I figure it's a washcloth. It doesn't have to be double-sided. And that's the purple and green. I did a blue one with all blue. And I changed up his tail so that he has more like a beta tail or a dolphin tail or a whale tail. Whereas the pattern calls for it to be just flat. Well, I changed this one up. I wanted him to be a little different. And then I made a flounder colored one from The Little Mermaid. See, isn't this cute? I love these. These are so much fun and they're quick. This takes like 45 minutes to make the whole thing start to finish. Now this kit, Did not include pink yarn. But my little baby niece needed a pink and purple fish because she's my princess. And so I went into my stash and I got some Premier Home Cotton out of my stash that I have way too much of. And I made her a pink and purple fish. And so I'm going to keep this pattern probably forever. And I'm just going to have to keep making these fish. Which means I'm probably going to have to order some more of this glittery stuff from Hirschner's because it is so much fun. So much fun. Now, let me tell you, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 fish out of this pattern. With the exception, this yarn did not come in the pattern, but I've made 5 already. This kit says it's supposed to make 6. I have a ton of yarn left over. This is going to make probably 10 or 12 fish. I mean, a lot. There is so much yarn left over. The green I used the most of, and there's still a lot. There's a lot of green left. That's that's a lot. And one more thing about this yarn. You guys know that I use my furls hook for everything. I discovered a while back you absolutely cannot use your furls hook for this kind of yarn. It takes the coating off of it. Furls hooks are electroplated or something with either like a chrome finish or the rose gold finish or something. And when you use it, your furls hook, this is not a furls hook, with this kind of yarn, it destroys your hook. It makes your hook just so rough and snaggy and please don't kill your furls hook using this with this yarn. I just pulled out, this is a boy hook. This is just a 4.25. This is a boy hook I got in a kit. It is an aluminum hook. So it's sturdy. It's meant to use for this kind of stuff. I mean, you can put a lot of, and Susan Bates, it doesn't matter. Like if you're Susan Bates and not a boy, just your hook, your more basic aluminum hook. Do not use a fancy hook on this scrubby yarn. Don't do it. You'll kill your hook. But see, it looks really like picky and gross, and it's super soft for what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna wear it, but like for what it is and for what it is used for, this is my favorite scrubby yarn of all time. I like that it's so glittery. I have not used the orange yet because orange is not my favorite color, but I'm gonna be making some orange fishes too. I used the blue and the purple so far. So I'm going to have so many fish. This is going to be like such a fun Christmas gift. And I just throw everything back in this little zipper pouch. A little fish go in there. See, that's probably why I ripped the bag, but that way everything is together. And I have a lot more cotton to make a lot more of these fish. These fish are so much fun. Did I say that? Little kids would love this because it's a washcloth. It's not like super abrasive. It's not going to hurt their skin, which is what I was really worried about with that kit. And it's a toy too because they could play with the fish in the water of the bathtub. Like, I know little man is going to do that. So, as you can see, I have made so much. I'm looking around, making sure everything's done. Here, I showed you everything because there's a lot. I got a lot to do still today. We're starting our Christmas shopping because I know you guys don't want to hear about Christmas, but Christmas for me starts, I told you guys, on Thanksgiving because I'm celebrating Christmas with my sister and her family on Thanksgiving, and I am full in on doing all of the preparation and stuff and I need to weave in the ends for that. And I'm so excited about this bumblebee. My daughter saw it when I was making the body, but she hasn't seen it since it has the wings put on. And she's not going to see it once he gets the face on. I'm going to hide it from her. I just love that so much. Alright guys, I hope you have a fantastic Monday. I have a lot of stuff I need to go do. It's Sunday night. So I will see you guys in the next one, and I have no idea when that's going to be. Because with everything... Sorry about little man. I say that a lot in his videos lately. He's just loud. He's just loud. I don't know what else is... Oh! I got to go to Tuesday morning today before I sign off. I know. Before I sign off, I got to go to Tuesday morning today. And I bought, and I don't think I have it in here anymore, I got to buy some goodies for my sister. And can I tell you, I don't buy myself anything this close to Christmas because I either put it on a Christmas list for Mr. Cinnamon to take care of, or like my money goes directly to Christmas and all that good stuff, you know, prepping for Christmas meals, for like buying the Christmas tree. Like, we don't buy for ourselves this close to Christmas, and I teach my kids not to do that either. Little man is struggling with that idea because he's a little bit spoiled. But I got to go to Tuesday morning and buy yarn that wasn't for myself, it was for someone else. And like, it felt so good to buy yarn, even if it wasn't for me. It was still like so much fun. So much fun. There's fuzzies everywhere. All right, guys, I'm gonna go this time. I will see you in the next one, whenever that is. I don't know if I'm going to, over the next couple weeks, be able to put out 5 videos anymore, just because of everything that's going on. But I'll do my best. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.